welcome once again to another fantabulous edition of the Front Row Fanatics. After a long hiatus, I'm the Gargoyle with my tag team partner, the most interesting man in the world,
Cheech.
That's right, we're back bringing you reviews of Gulf Coast independent wrestling shows all over our area. And we know we're a little bit late here on this. Real life takes precedence over wrestling. So tonight we're going to be doing a review of the Florida Wrestling Guild's Kiefer Cup Classic that took place on January 29th in Tallahassee, Florida at the Fairview Middle School. Now this was a charity show for the benefit for the Make-A-Wish Foundation in memory of Susan Goodland Kiefer. All proceeds went to charity for this, so with that being said, I'm a tag team partner.
Yes, sir.
That's right, baby, let's get it on.
Yes, sir. This was a little bit of a drive for us, about a 3-hour drive from our area, but well worth the drive. This is a really good show. I would have liked to have seen more of the local fans, I guess you can say, from around here, but it was still a good turnout. They did have us sitting in bleachers, so at first it didn't seem like there was a lot of people there, but really if they were to sit in the metal chairs, it was a pretty good draw for the show. Really good show. They, you know, like Garbo said, it was in memory of the Susan Goodland Kiefer, and all the proceeds did go towards Make-A-Wish Foundation, which was a great benefit. I loved it. They did start out the first match of the evening with a gentleman by the name of Stunt Marshall versus Wild Man Joey Kidman.
Wild Child.
Wild Child Joey Kidman and CJ Awesome in a three-way dance, with Stunt Marshall getting the win on this one here. Now, Stunt Marshall I actually haven't seen, and I've heard of CJ Awesome, but I haven't actually seen him in person, it was great to see these guys in action. Wild Child Joey Kidman, I've actually seen him a few times. You know, young up-and-comer in the business there, but this match right here was a good way to start the show. Now, Stunt Marshall, have you actually seen him? Is he from down south?
No, I believe he's from Georgia. Now I could be wrong. This was my first time seeing him also in action, but definitely a talented individual, could move high flying in the ring. Like you said, you got the young up-and-comer in Wild Child Joey Kidman. It was also my first time seeing CJ Awesome actually live in the ring. But you know, a good exciting match to get the crowd going, pumped up, get the show started off on the right foot, and you know, what can you say?
That's it. Now, CJ Awesome, I'm not sure where he's from. I've seen him a lot on the internet, but I haven't seen him in person.
I believe he's from Alabama. Now, once again, don't quote me on that. Yeah, I've already been drinking beer, so don't quote me on that. But CJ Awesome does wrestle all over the South in various areas. I believe he's predominantly in the central and northern Alabama regions, but
yeah. But this set the tone for the rest of the show. Got the crowd into it. Got them up and got them going. There were some what are they, roller derby girls in the audience. Right. They were pretty rowdy, which we probably should have sat on their side, but it was a good even combination from their side to our side. It was a lot of fun.
And they are called Tallahassee roller derby girls are called Capital Punishment. They were gracious enough to, and surprisingly, they asked me to take a picture with them. Right. I was going to try and pile up with the roller derby girls, and I'm like, hey, I know these women from the Panama City roller derby team, you know, let's take a picture and all that. And so they did. They were some really nice ladies, and you know, if you're not into wrestling, or you are, and you want to try something different, check out the ladies roller derby. You know, Tallahassee's team, Capital Punishment, Panama City has a team, Pensacola also has a team. So in our area, check out some ladies roller derby while you're also out checking out some wrestling matches.
That's it. Them girls get wild, and sounds like they have a lot of fun doing what they do. So it'd be fun to check one of those out one night too.
We need to.
Yeah, it'd be pretty neat. But the second match coming up was Bobby Sanford versus one of our own not so favorites, Brian Cage. Which actually, this was the first match of the semifinals for the actual Kiefer Cup of the mini series that they had going throughout the evening. This was the first set off with Bobby Sanford versus Brian Cage. Bobby Sanford actually did get the win over Brian Cage, thank God. But Bobby Sanford, the guy knows how to entertain a crowd. I mean, he really does get the crowd popping, and he knows his way around a ring. I enjoyed watching this guy. I know you've seen him before. He is definitely from down south. right?
Well, he's actually another guy that travels quite a bit. My first time seeing him was in the now defunct GAWF, which ran out of Alpha and Hosford, Florida for a while, which a lot of these guild guys were part of. But Bobby Sanford is a well-traveled, respected, skilled veteran in the independent wrestling, you know, and as much, God, I really hate giving Cage any credit again. It just makes me want to vomit. But surprisingly, he held his own. He held his own and gave a good showing for himself against one of the better guys in the independent scene here in our area, or any area for that matter. You know, no disgrace in losing to Bobby Sanford, man. The dude is top-notch, high-quality guy all the way around.
Yes, he is. He's quick. He's fit. I mean, he's entertaining. What is it? Don't stop. Get it. Get it. I mean, God, the crowd just was into it and loving it. Great match.
Though I missed the hat. He had that cool Asian hat that he wore last year that he didn't wear for this year's Kiefer Cup, but you know, nonetheless, it was great to see Bobby Sanford. And not only is he a quality wrestler, he's a high quality individual. Always makes time for the fans. Will talk to you. Will take pictures with you. Sign autographs. He's not gonna, you know, what's the word I want to use? Snub his nose or big time you or whatever, you know. So, good. Second match, awesome. You know, it's one of the semifinal matches for the Kiefer Cup there, and. You know, Brian Cage, once again, you've no reason to hang your head. You gave yourself a good accounting in the ring against a top-notch quality opponent.
That's right. It's surprising to hear from you, but like you said, you say it like it is.
That's right. I might hate somebody, but you know, if you perform in the ring, if you deliver, I'm always going to give credit where credit is due, whether my personal opinion you is favorable or not. So, and Brian Cage knows how I feel about him, but like I said, he delivered and gave a good showing in that ring against Bobby Sanford. So, no shame there.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing Bobby Sanford. You know, amongst our 2012, we're going to do a little bit more traveling. I look forward to seeing him in other venues too. So, it looks like he can really go up against, you know, just about anybody more than likely. You know, the big guy, like I said, he got the fit, got the look, just real entertaining. So I look forward to seeing him. Match number 3 came up. It was the second match of these semifinals for the Kiefer Classic Cup, which is Jake Slater versus young up-and-comer Alex Matthews, which, you know, we've seen Jake Slater quite a few times. Always great to see him. Great heel, draws a lot of heat. Alex Matthews is, you know, he's doing pretty good up and coming. Definitely got some work to do, but he's definitely improved since the last time I've seen him. Absolutely. I want to say it was maybe APW or something, but he has improved since then.
That's right. That was the first time I had seen him live when he came into APW with Jake Slater and Bordell Walker there, and I was not impressed at that match at all with Alex Matthews, but I've seen him since. He was in the PWF show we saw in Geneva, and here, and showed marked improvement. So, you know, but he's in there against a crafty, wily veteran named Jake Slater. So, I mean, it was not good news for Mr. Alex Matthews there.
Jake Slater did walk away with the win, so he moves on to the next round of the for the Kiefer Classic Cup.
Yeah, keep drinking that beer you're hiding over there, see, you know.
All right, so that brings up to match number 4, which somebody I haven't seen before and really enjoyed seeing him. He's another one that brings the crowd up out of their feet or out of their seat and gets the reaction. Maxwell Chicago. This guy is just, I don't want to say hilarious, but he just comes out and he tries to be funny all at the same time. He's entertaining and really great to watch. And he went up against Kyle Matthews, who Kyle Matthews is a pretty well-known wrestler throughout I guess you could maybe even say the United States or the country. Been to Shikara, works for NWA Anarchy. Actually has a tattoo of Nightmare Ted Allen on his shoulder. He's one of the few trained by Nightmare Ted Allen that Ted Allen really backed because he really had trust in him and was really proud of him. But this guy knows his way around the ring. He's very technical and went up real well with Maxwell Chicago.
That was an awesome match. One of my favorites of the night. Maxwell Chicago, he's another guy who I saw get his start in our area at the now defunct GAWF. And you know, when you first look at Maxwell Chicago, despite the fact that he's bulked up a little bit, the first few times I had watched him in the ring, I wasn't all that impressed. But he's another guy who took a leap of faith and has started traveling. He's went down to Central and South Florida and wrestled, made some connections there, and you can show it shows in his in-ring ability that he's been working out, he's been wrestling against higher quality opponents, and it's improving his game. He's been to Puerto Rico, I believe he's actually been to Central America on a tour or two also. You know, so Maxwell Chicago, he's got the good gimmick going, you know, the lounge singer guy that he's used before, and he's got the complete package. You know, the gimmick, he's entertaining, plus he can go in the ring. And you know what can I say about Kyle Matthews, man? Dude's participated in the Young Lions Cup in Chikara, NWA Anarchy. He's been up and down the country. If you look him up on Facebook and stuff, you'll see that he's well-traveled, respected and talented wrestler. That was a great match.
Yes, it really was. Maxwell Chicago did get the win over Kyle Matthews. But this match really, I mean, it really was good. These guys meshed well with each other. Kyle Matthews, I mean, the guy's great to watch. When he first came out, it's got one of those, to me anyway, one of those images. It's like, man, who's this guy? But, you know, he fooled me right away. He took control of the match. Unfortunately, he didn't get to win, but he took control of the match and really worked well with Maxwell Chicago. I read somewhere on the internet that, does anybody agree with me? I think it might have been Snowman wrote it. Does anybody agree with me that Maxwell Chicago should be wearing a top hat? And I have to say I agree. So.
Yeah, I did, and I popped in there and needs a cane too to go along with the top hat, man.
But that was a good match. Chicago did walk away with the win on that one. Brings us up to match number 5 of that show, which is Mr. Pump Your Brakes Steve Goins. Going up against Corey Chavis, who's one half of the NWA World Tag Champ with John Davis,
Dark City
Fight Club, which, you know, I think last year they actually, at the Kiefer Club, they worked, it was more of a tag team tournament, and they actually worked together. But Corey was here this time, went up against Steve Goins. And Steve Goins did retain the AIWF Guild North Florida Heritage title against Corey Chavis, but a little outside interference with one of our own.
Yeah, the Bustalicious one, leaping off with some top rope action there, high flying with their beautiful self there, helping Mr. Goins get the win, you know, against Corey Chavis, who, like you said, he's been in FIP, he's been in Ring of Honor, one half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions. His credentials speak for themselves. When you talk about Corey Chavis, you can't question his ability or his credentials in the ring. And it was an impressive victory for Steve Goins. You know, whether you love him or you hate him, and he will be the first guy to tell you there's a lot of people that hate him.
Yep.
But you know, he got the win. He did what it took to get the Duke and retain that belt. And so, you know, hats off to Mr. PYB, man. He is the AIWF Guild North Heritage Champion. North Florida
He talks and talks. But he walks the walk
and backs it up. So
you know what I liked about this is I literally thought that Becky was there to watch the show. I mean, she was in street clothes, she was sitting in the crowd like the rest of us, and then boom, here she come flying off the rails and got up on the top rope and just jumped over at Corey, and he had a hard time catching her. I don't know, maybe that was quite a leap, or maybe she's been putting on some pounds or something. I don't know.
I don't think she's putting on no pounds. I think he was just shocked, you know.
What's this?
Yeah, I mean.
But it was great. It worked out good, and Steve did retain the belt, so that's all that matters. Match number 6 of the evening, which was a tag match. AJ Strokes, Mike Fasten with they are the
Arrogant Americans,
and they are also currently held the tag titles for Guild Wrestling, and they went up against Storm Goodland and Battling Bill Weaver in a no DQ street fight match. I believe it was. Yeah. Well, AJ and Mike Fasten did retain the Guild tag titles with a little help.
Yeah, I was completely shocked and dismayed that my man, Battling Bill Weaver, once again, he lived up to his nickname, the Bad Guy, as he turned on Storm, and it basically turned into a 3-in-1 handicap match as they beat the crap out of Storm Goodland. He fought, you know, with the heart of a lion and battled valiantly, but 3-on-1 odds against the Arrogant Americans and the Bad Guy, you know, Bill Weaver, he just didn't stand a chance.
That's true. I mean, these guys were all over the auditorium or the gym or, you know, whatever. I mean, every one of them beat the hell out of one another. It was awesome. I loved it. Now, I can tell you for one, I did not see it coming at all, because if you were there or if you watched the footage, Bill Weaver took a hell of a beating for somebody that planned on turning.
I
If
hear
it was
you.
from the get-go, I don't know what happened, what switched, what snapped, but
it was during the middle of the ring
Yeah.
when they pulled out that wad of greenbacks and they handled to Battling Bill, and he said it's all about the cash, baby. He tucked that money in his tights and he turned on Storm, and they just gave him a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Because I tell you, man, they were slamming each other on the
Bleachers.
bleachers. I mean, they just beat the living hell out of one another, up and down the entire gym floor, the bleachers, everywhere. Even had Bill even took one of I don't know if it was a senior citizen or what, but remember he took that little
Walker.
It was like a hover round type thing too. It was great. It was great. Definitely check out the footage on that because it was a hell of a match.
And that was a well-conceived turn, too, because,
Yes.
like you said, Battling Bill, he took a beating for quite a while from the Arrogant Americans before the turn was actually made. So he sold it well. The crowd, like you said, we didn't see it coming. They got us hook, line, and sinker, and that's an example of a well-planned, well-thought-out angle and match to where you can hook the crowd like that and just catch them completely by surprise, and it worked. And, you know, the Arrogant Americans retained their titles, and Battling Bill took his wad of greenbacks. And
That's it. And they each had valets with them, but they didn't, I was waiting for that moment to, come on, let's do it, girls, do it, girl. And they never did come, hand to hand or nothing, never
Right.
no kind of way. And I really would, because they had Bill and Storm in their corner actually had one of
The
the
roller
roller derby, and she looked like she could have gave somebody a beat down
I heard
severely.
that.
But, no such luck, unfortunately. And but God, that was a good match. That got me pumped up. That was really good. Next match after that was Vordell Walker versus Aaron Epic, which I've never seen Aaron Epic before, but the guy is another one that's just really good in the ring, knows his way around the ring, and a great matchup for Vordell Walker. Anytime I've ever seen Vordell Walker, it was a hell of a match. Even if he wasn't working anybody of that not much greatness to me, he makes the match every time.
Vordell makes everybody
Yes.
look good in the ring. And let's not take anything away from Aaron Epic,
Oh,
who's
he's
a guy
damn good.
who's a guy I've seen down in Central Florida at ASW several times. He works vintage wrestling down there. He's now he's up in the Midwest. I mean, Aaron Epic is well traveled all over the
Yes.
country as a professional wrestler. He's got skills, he's fit. Don't sell him short. He's not the biggest guy, but he's got what it takes. And he gave Vordell Walker all he could handle in a match. This was really a great match between two high-quality, high-caliber wrestlers in this match for, I believe that was for the Guild title, was it not?
Yeah, AIWF Guild Florida Heavyweight title. Yep. And Vordell did retain that belt, but it didn't come easy.
No.
It didn't come easy. There's a little bit of a size difference between him and Aaron Epic. Not too much, but they
Big enough.
Aaron's still got a good build, but Vordell's just thicker.
Yeah, well, you
Anyway,
can
so-
see that Aaron Epic was probably giving away, I'm going to say 50 pounds,
Yeah.
40 to 50 pounds to Vordell Walker in this match. But he made up for it with speed and athleticism to offset Vordell's power and size advantage, and was a highly entertaining match for that title, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. And Gulf Coast promoters, I want to appeal to you. Book Vordell Walker. Here's a guy, he should be on TV instead of some of these useless shitbags that's on TNA or the WWE. The guy's got athletic ability, talent, charisma. He can get the job done. That particular weekend, he had wrestled in New Orleans for NWA Wildcat and wrestled Jerry Lynn for their belt on Friday. Saturday, he was down at the PWX show in Orlando where Painlord and I were at, wrestled Too Cold Scorpio in a 25-minute match over there, and then turns around on Sunday, comes up for the Guild in the Kiefer Cup and wrestles a quality opponent like Aaron Epic 3 matches in a row like that. The guy is a professional wrestler. Book him, people. He can only make your card better.
That's right. And he comes, he has people he travels with too. So not only if you're booking Vordell, you've got the ability to book these other guys as well, and they are all quality wrestlers.
Right.
And just, you're not doing your show any justice, in my opinion, if you're not going to try at least book Vordell Walker on one of your shows. There's just no
Absolutely.
doubt about it.
You can get a good package deal and bring in some fresh faces
Yep.
for your fans, and also get fresh, quality talent. You know, so I mean, hey, Bordeaux, you're a beast, baby. Gargoyle loves you, man.
D-Dub, that's right.
right.
All right, so after that comes up the last match of the Bobby Sanford and Jake Slater for the 2012 Kiefer Classic Cup. This determines the winner, and Bobby Sanford did defeat Jake Slater to become the 2012 Kiefer Classic. Which, you know, he won the cup. That was also a great match. Considering they both had a match earlier that evening, they both still put on a great match for this last match of the evening. It was great. Bobby Sanford, for me, I can enjoy watching him go up against anybody. His first time seeing him.
And he wrestled Bordeaux last year at the Cup. And so, which was another monster match, you know. And once again, here you got two quality veteran wrestlers. And I say wrestlers, you know, that actually can go out and deliver in the ring. They travel. They don't just hang in the little 2-county, 3-county area not doing everything. They travel all over the country making money wrestling. They are wrestlers. Once again, Jake Slater is another member of that group that you could get with Bordeaux in a package deal, so to speak, you know, that can enhance the quality of your show, man. You know, Bobby Sanford, what more can you say about him? He's held belts all over the state and all over the area. You know, another high quality guy. I don't know where he's living or where he's working out of from now, but another high quality guy that can do nothing but improve your show.
Yeah, but yeah, this match, Jake Slater did beat the hell out of him pretty much. I mean, there was a while, or a good part of the match where Jake was getting the better part of Bobby Sanford.
Yeah, he was dominating.
And you know, there was no, you know, don't stop from him. It was a little bit, not completely silent, but it was died down for a minute where the fans were almost like, to the point of, oh my God, you know, he's you know, come on, he's getting his ass beat, Then a few people from the crowd jumped up and don't stop, you know, and everybody got into it. He came back and he did get the win. I mean, it was great. I loved seeing that, how the crowd was just for him, built him back up and cheered him on, and he got the win.
And you could see that he was feeding off that emotion from the crowd. And the energy from the crowd to get him pumped back up. Because like you said, Jake Slater, who's a quality opponent, dominated him thoroughly for a long portion of that match before Bobby Sanford came back and regrouped to get the win and become the 2012 Kiefer Classic Cup winner, you know, in a very hard-fought, well-done match.
Yep, and I want to say he did it on one knee, because I think one of his knees got blown out during the middle of this match too. So he came back, got the win on one knee, or one leg, I guess you could say. So that was entertaining. That was great.
And once again, you can see footage of those matches. You can see Calvin's Lords of Pain YouTube match. Did we download
no, but
that?
we will. We'll have some of ours up there as well. We'll have some probably a highlight footage from it, more than likely. So you can check it out at Front Row Fanatics YouTube/Front Row Fanatics 2.com, and then on Lords of Pain YouTube as well. They'll be up there. Definitely, this is every year. I believe this is the second one, right? They've done
second or third.
But they do this every year, and it's, if you can make this, it's definitely for a good cause, and they always put on a good show. Storm and Steve Goings, put this together.
Right, they're the masterminds behind.
And continue to keep doing it better. I didn't see the first or last year's, but I saw this year's, and I've heard some people say that this year's was better than last year. So they are setting a trend of doing it better each year. So definitely get in a part of that and look out for it, because you won't be disappointed. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely, and I want to urge all Gulf Coast wrestling fans, every once in a while, get out of your comfort zone. Spend a little time, spend a little money, travel to Tallahassee, or maybe Jacksonville, or down to Orlando, Tampa, or up into Georgia, or various parts of Alabama, or Mississippi, or Louisiana. There's a lot of good quality wrestling out in this 3 or 4 state area that you can go see if you're willing to take a little bit of time. Yes, it costs a little bit of money. I'm not going to lie, with the economic situation the way it is. I can understand if you don't. But get on here, check out, some of these guys. Look at their Facebook pages, look them up online at Google, and you'll see guys like Bordeaux Walker, Jake Slater, Bobby Sanford, Corey Chavis of the Dark City Fight Club and stuff. Guys that are everywhere. They're all over the country making money as professional wrestlers. There's a lot of good wrestling out there if you just take the time to go see it. You know, and by no means I don't want to discourage you from seeing our local promotions too, but if you get like us every once in a while, you need a different flavor, you know, to whet the old wrestling taste buds. Take a chance, get out there, make a road trip, have some fun. You know, a lot of quality wrestling out there, and Florida Guild Wrestling is going to be running some more shows. I recommend you check those out, not just the Kiefer Classic that they do yearly, but they're going to start running shows on a more regular basis, so there's another, you know, chance to see some quality wrestling. So get out and have some fun and support indie wrestling.
That's right. You know, one of the benefits we have about living here in Northwest Florida area is you can travel in any direction, anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, and be in another state, another city, and see quality wrestling. That's what I like about it. You know, there's a lot of the fans out there that, you know, you go to a show and you'll see the same 3 or 4 fans, not, you know, just sitting next to each other chatting. Well, do like we do and get together and pool in a little bit of money and travel outside and see some better quality wrestling. And at the same time, you could be supporting the guys that are from here that are actually traveling as well to work these shows. So, you know, you're still supporting the local guys just outside the area and seeing some better quality wrestling. So, definitely worth checking it out.
You know, because we've recently had some of our local guys, Rex Andrews and Scotty Reyes, participated in the 01 wrestling camp down there in Orlando, you know, run by the Sheik, and they had Steve Madison as one of the trainers. A lot of quality guys there, you know, getting more experience, getting more exposure. You know, so I mean, that's what it's all about. If you want to pursue your dreams, you got to travel as a wrestler, and as a fan, if you want to see some dude, you got to get up off your ass and go. You know, that's what it's all about. Get up off your ass and go.
That's right, right. Support these guys. You know, a lot of people are getting excited seeing the Road Dogg back on TV a little bit here and there. Well, think how nice it would be to see one of our regulars that we see at these local shows to really get on there, and the only way they're going to do it is to get out there and travel and get better at their, you know, hone their skill and just get better and work different guys and learn more of their trade, so to speak. So and by you as a fan traveling to support them as well, I mean, it all works hand in hand, so definitely check it out.
And it's really fun too, because Payne Lord and I have done quite a bit of traveling, you know, farther more than Cheech, who's fixing to get on our traveling bandwagon here. But you go down there and you see some of these wrestlers, and they really get surprised. Wow, you drove this far to come see us. Yes, I enjoy what you do. You impress me enough to where I'm going to take the time, the effort, and spend the money to drive 500 miles one way to see you do your thing in the ring. You know, so a lot of quality wrestling out there. Get out there and check it out.
That's right.
So are we going to do match tonight, runner-up, whatever, or what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can do match of night runner-up. I'd have to think about it for a minute.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, come back, do match of night, runner-up, whatever else we want to talk about. I need a fresh beer. I'm getting thirsty under the hood here, so we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I stand in front of A Classic Traditional Tattoo Parlor. This man here has helped me out more times than anybody else on my show. Pat here, he owns this tattoo shop here at 567 South Main Street. If you need any kind of tattoos done, come see Big Pat. He does great work. I've seen it myself. He's also got another guy here named Teron who does great work also. Like I said, 567 South Main Street. Come see this man, Big Pat.
All right, welcome back, Gulf Coast independent wrestling fans and the Front Row Fanatics, as we are continuing our review of Florida Wrestling Guild's Kiefer Classic Cup, whatever. I've been drinking a lot of beer. You know, it took place the 29th of January in Tallahassee, Florida at the Fairview Middle School. It was a charity event for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of North Florida. Highly entertaining show. Had a great time. Now we're getting ready to do match of the night, runner-up, and anything else you want to talk about. You want to go first? You want me to go first? Or?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
My match of the night is going to be the Vordell Walker versus Aaron Epic. Of course, big time Vordell Walker mark, and first time seeing Aaron Epic, and the guy was, great. Put on a heck of a match and really kept up with Vordell Walker, even though there's a little bit of a 40-50 pound size difference. Just really entertaining match for me. Runner up would have to be Maxwell Chicago going up against Kyle Matthews. Maxwell Chicago, very entertaining to me, and Kyle Matthews, the guy is trained well, knows his way around the ring, and really enjoyed watching him and these two go at it. So
definitely has the skills, no doubt. For me, my match tonight is going to be the same as yours. It's Vordell and Aaron Epic. As I said, I too am a huge Vordell Walker mark, and Aaron Epic has talent galore, and it showed in this match with Vordell. For my runner-up, I was having a little indecision here. I was torn between Maxwell Chicago and Kyle Matthews for much of the same reasons as you mentioned earlier, or the tag match with the Arrogant Americans and Storm Goodland and Bill Weaver. And I'm going to have to give the nod to that match, strictly for the fact the way they worked the crowd. You didn't see the swerve coming.
Yes.
With Battling Bill turning on Storm as they beat poor Storm.
Good choice.
Beat him to death in basically a 3-on-1 handicap match there. So that's my runner-up. Once again, I want to say that had a great time there at the Kiefer Cup. Want to thank Storm Goodland and Steve Goins for all their hospitality and everything they do to make us feel welcome there. I want to give a shout out to the Tallahassee Roller Girls, Capital Punishment, man. It was nice meeting you ladies. Who knows, maybe I might pop up there with my mask at one of your roller derby matches. You never can tell. If you come to Pensacola or Panama City, I'll be keeping an eye on that schedule for you.
And shout out to Filthy Gorgeous for entertaining us between matches as well.
Oh my God, that's right. We totally forgot to mention Doug Pitt and Rex Andrews as they were sitting there doing some rolling commentary with us. I had a great time hanging out with Filthy Gorgeous, another up-and-coming tag team here on the Gulf Coast with two talented guys there in Rex and Doug Pitt, man. Definite shout out to those guys. I'm sorry, I'm drinking beer. I'm gargoyling. I just got my AARP first invite last night, man. I'm really depressed, so I guess I'm getting old and senile, but all in all, a great time was had by all there at the Kiefer Cup Classic, and looking forward to the show next year and future Guild Wrestling events, so good job. But one thing I want to say, try and get them people in school, let you put chairs on the floor. I cannot stand not being ringside, sitting that far away from the show. It jeeps me out, man.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Seems like you're sitting a long ways away from the ring. Guys got to come, out too far to.
Right, they've got to do a lot of extra work to get some interaction with the crowd. To me, that's the only thing that detracts from the quality of these shows there. That at the Kiefer Cup is not being able to have the chairs right around the ring, and it makes the crowd look smaller than it actually is.
Yeah.
But, once again, all in all, a great time was had by all, man. Looking forward to upcoming shows and all that stuff. We've got some other backlog videos that haven't got up because of all the stuff we've been doing on our personal lives, work, my wife's surgery, everything else, blah, 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 blah. Plus we're slacking, that's the way it goes, So you should see a few more upcoming Front Row Fanatics videos being put up there. We don't want to think the people at PWF there in Geneva that we forgot about them, or Ultimate for the shows that we went to there. We got the videos coming. Hey, better late than never.
Yeah.
We're humble fans doing our best to support indie wrestling. What more can we say? But I guess with that being said, we'll see you in
The front row.